What up?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the August 30th, 2007 Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Madam Chairman, 4 selectmen are present, as is the Town Administrator, John McAuliffe. Selectman Donahue is not present at the moment.
Okay. Due to Tuesday night's, the length of the meeting, we have put a few things on this agenda. Originally, it was supposed to be just a hearing. I would entertain a motion to open the hearing, and then I would like to table it so we can get the other stuff out of the way, if that would be all right.
So moved.
Second. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? And now I'll take a motion to table the hearing.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? It is unanimous. Thank you. Okay. The first item on the agenda is the Wareham Fire... Oh, actually, before we start that, I'm sorry. Totally out of... If we could have Michael Martin come up, who is the Water Commissioner. Is that your title? Superintendent, I'm sorry. The Water Superintendent for the Wareham Fire and Water District regarding the water issues. And if you'd like to give us an update, that would be great.
Again, Madam Chairman, members of the board, Mr. McAuliffe, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to come before you and give you the briefing of where we stand. When I was here Tuesday night, I was hoping that we would have a better results than we received this morning. Just for background, a routine sample from last Thursday, was tested positive for E. coli. Subsequent testing on Friday and again on Monday showed the absence of any bacteria, which led us to believe that we were moving in the right direction. 9 samples that we took on Tuesday, 3 of those 9 samples came back showing bacteria. One was an E. coli bacteria at the Walmart location. Another one was a total coliform bacteria at the Water Department office. And the third one was a total coliform bacteria at the Bourne Hill tank. This morning I advised the town administrator of our situation and that we would be moving immediately to add chlorine to the system and keep the boil water order in effect throughout the weekend. It's not very good news for the residents of the town, and it's a major inconvenience and certainly an economic loss to some of the businesses. We recognize that, but we are doing everything we possibly can to rectify the situation as fast as possible. Chlorine is now being introduced to the system as we speak. It should take 2 or 3 days to get the whole system chlorinated. The Bourne Hill tank, which is the offending tank, has been taken offline. That is in the process of being drained. It will be chlorinated tomorrow, refilled, and then put back in service. And we'll do the same thing for the West Wareham tank. That should speed up the introduction of chlorine into the system. We'd like to let our customers know that they will soon smell the odor of chlorine in their water. It's not something they're used to, and even though it's a very light dosage, between 2 and 3 parts per million dosage of chlorine, it's nevertheless going to be noticeable, especially to those of us who are not used to having chlorine in the water. We're going to continue to sample every day, and also we'll be distributing water free of charge at the Water Department office, 2550 Cranberry Highway, throughout the weekend between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. And that's where we stand right now, and I will gladly keep Mr. McAuliffe updated of any changes in circumstances through this weekend.
Okay. Well, good luck with it. I know
Thank you very much.
it's not something that you were looking forward to. You were hoping it would be settled before the weekend, but circumstances.
And again, I'd like to thank Mr. McAuliffe and his staff, especially the Board of Health and the people that do your mass communications, the website and the TV for assisting us in getting the word out. And we also did the reverse 911 today, and to advise the residents of Wareham that this is in progress, and we believe that we have been pretty successful based on the amount of water we've been given out, that the word is getting out. And we also had a press conference today at 5 o'clock, which was covered by 1 TV station and, of course, the local print media. Do you have any questions?
Well, you know, the other night you had given a phone number for people that were, for whatever reason, if they couldn't get out due to age or illness, if you could give that again. So.
Sure. That would be the Water Department office at 508-295-0450. And we did have some takers on that. If people are unable to get to the water department for medical reasons, we will put them on a list and try to make a delivery sometime during the day to their houses. We've had a small number of people take advantage of that. It's a very small thing we can do for those people.
Excellent. Thank you. Any questions from the board?
I apologize if I missed this, Mr. Martin, but is there any speculation or about what the cause of this might be?
At this time, we're focusing on solving the problem. Once we get the water system back to normal, then we will begin to look at those factors that may have contributed. But for me to speak at this time, and probably in the future, of any sort of definitive cause would be speculation at best. In these kind of incidences, it's literally extremely difficult. It's almost impossible to determine this event caused that event. We'll be able to issue a report of our findings at some later date, but at this time, we're primarily focused on correcting the problem and not necessarily trying to determine the cause. We will be inspecting our own facilities, the wells, the water towers, and the like, to make sure that there's nothing going on there. But in regards to anything happening out in the distribution system that caused this, it's going to be very difficult to come to a definitive answer.
And I just had one question as far as the chlorination. I know you had said a couple parts per million. That just to let everyone know that it's not dangerous, that there are many communities that actually put it in their water on a regular basis. I know that my mom's house, if I go there, I can smell it in her water, so it's not dangerous to brush your teeth or wash your hair or any of that stuff.
The dosage at 2 parts per million is the usual and customary dosage that any water department would put in. It's not like we did out front here, which was originally 100 parts per million. That we did not allow to enter the distribution system. We flushed all that out of a hydrant, dechlorinated it, and then flushed that water out of a hydrant. So at 2 parts to 3 parts per million, no. It's other than it's going to smell bad. Well, I think it smells bad.
Smells like a
It's
pool.
no health effect, no.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you very much and for keeping us posted and all your hard work. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. The first item on the agenda is the license and permits. And speaking of the Wareham District, the Wareham Fire Department is having their 100th year of service, and they are looking for permission for their parade. And Jim, if you want to make that motion.
Yeah, wow. We'll definitely want to see this happen. I did have a question, though, why it's not the typical form that we would typically see for an event. Usually there's the special events.
Well, that's because this is just the parade. This is just the use of the roads permit that we have to give them so that they can have their parade. This is the usual one we have for that.
Okay. Well, Madam Chairman, I move we approve the request to use town roads for a truck parade to the Wareham Fire Department for their 12th annual fire prevention open house on Sunday, October 14, 2007 at 10 a.m., beginning at Memorial Town Hall and ending at the Main Street Fire Station. And just to note, they are also having their centennial celebration for their 100 years of service.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? It is unanimous. Excellent. Okay, 500. And then the next license permit is an application for a one-day all-alcoholic beverage for the celebration, I believe, for the Fireman's Ball.
Okay. I move we approve the application for a one-day all alcoholic beverages license by the Wareham